Hey gang, how's it going? Hope everyone's making it okay on this day 3 or 4 or whatever it is of our social distancing. Patrick Savory, Pat on your back, personal fitness. Just hopping on here. Keep it quick tonight for you. I know it's Friday night. You probably got plans. You're heading out. Probably meeting friends for Oh, right. No, you're home. But still, we'll keep it quick tonight. If you're new to these, kind of my evening check-ins are a little more information-based. Workouts 9 a.m. Thanks again to all those who jumped on this morning and caught that 9 a.m. workout, that cardio drill workout. Hey, Joseph, how's it going? Had a great session this morning. It felt great. Awesome to see all the interaction, the comments. Again, we had a family join in with us. The whole family was doing the workout. That was awesome to hear. My family was on. My mom was on the post or the video, taking part. Again, we had all over the country taking in the workouts, and I really appreciate the feedback and hope I could provide, if nothing else, just a little break for you guys to kind of get away from everything, get moving, feel a little better, and then help you get on with the rest of your day. So again, tomorrow, core focused, 9 a.m. That'll be our video. So hopefully you'll join me then. Bring a mat. If you don't have a mat, like a beach towel or a big blanket or something is fine, because it will be on the ground a little bit doing some of the work. So again, as you're here, guys, checking in, feel free to let me know where you're checking in from, maybe how things are going so far. As always, if there's anything you want me to kind of to cover from a health and wellness, fitness sort of perspective, let me know, chime in. I'm here trying to provide the content for you guys to make the most of this time, again, to be your best self. And then hopefully the goal is when all this stuff clears out, you're even better than you were when we went into it. All those things you've been meaning to kind of clean up or work on or be aware of or improve, now's the time to work on that and go. So as always, let me know if there's certain things you want me to cover. Again, today, I say I was going to be quick, and then I love talking to you guys, so I just kind of get talking. But basically, I noticed yesterday I dealt with this a little bit, and I'm sure it's common for everyone because everything is so condensed and information so quick, and there's so much kind of on the go, and there's all these workouts online and all these posts and different tips. So I wanted to talk today about text neck. So text neck is when you're looking at things on your phone and this happens. You get into that bent position, stuck on the phone, and you're looking and you're reading and you're scrolling, or maybe for some, we lay back on the couch and we're on the phone, or we're watching the news, watching TV, and we get into that forward flex position. And what they're finding is in that position, you add about 50 pounds of pressure to your spine. And there's not much up there. If you know the vertebrae of the spine, they're very small and they protect all our nerves. And there's lots of muscles along here that help with our posture and keep our head up and protect the back and the shoulders and everything. So it's common for a lot of people to suffer from that text neck or have that very heavy pull on the head from looking down at your phone. I noticed yesterday, just from posting the workouts and sharing it to a couple of accounts that I'm affiliated with and that wanted the content, and then trying to look up a couple things and see what was going on and get a couple of bits of information. I was dealing with that sort of text neck pain. I was sort of here too much because I was walking around or up and trying to do things. So I was standing, which was great, but I was, again, in this position, which wasn't really helpful to me. So I just wanted to hop on and kind of bring it up because, again, a lot of us are taking in information, whether it's watching videos like this, checking out your news source, trying to stay in touch with family and friends. It could be common, and we don't want to make things worse. We want to try to improve things. So again, just being aware of that text neck possibility and that head forward, and even in our kids, a lot of technology and the tablets and phones and things for them to watch shows or play games on, and a lot of them again end up in this text neck position where the head's forward, the shoulders start to round as well. So we want to try to limit that as best we can and try to prevent it a little bit or a lot if we can as well. So just a few strategies to work with that. Something like, where'd mine go? Oh, there it is. A cell phone cradle or holder. I got this from 4imprint. It was a sample because you can get your logo and stuff put on there. But you can purchase them around as well. And basically, I'm using both my phones, so it's hard to tell, but the phone sits here and then rests back there. So it gives it an upright position, sort of like I have it now. I'm using my laptop now for the lives, just to kind of keep things even and have both phones up together. But I use this quite a bit for my phone. If I'm at my desk, it sits there, so if I need to check something, I can just reach over and look at the phone, do my swipe up and check on things if I need to. If I'm on a call with my headphones, I can set it on there. If I'm, I think I mentioned my first night video, one of the things I do to sort of unwind a bit or even just focus on work is I listen to a mix show that's online. Four Corners, DJ for the Raptors, does a mix show every day from his condo at 4 p.m. So I throw that on, but I throw the phone in the cradle and try to do some work on my computer, or I'm taking notes, doing paperwork, and then I get up and move around if I need to. I take it with me. So that's one tip, kind of having a cell phone cradle or holder to have it there. Another tip is to have your hands in front of you and hold it on a table or a desk. So you're out in front doing sort of that motioning, holding it, doing what works for you. So again, instead of being here, you're looking out in front. So my neck is staying in neutral and it's keeping that 50 pounds off the back of the head. I'm staying up nice and tall. So another way to work on that. And if you're just holding it in front, then the shoulders and arms start to fatigue. So the desk or table gives you that nice position where you can kind of hold it, take a look at it, and see what you need, and then kind of move on. And also, like we said yesterday with the desk, take breaks from the phone. So try not to be on it looking at all times, especially again if you're in this position, if you're just somewhere where you can't rest it or put it in a cradle. Take those breaks from it. Try to limit your time, just like you would block time for your work. Limit your screen time a little bit, or limit that scrolling time so you can take that postural break away from it when you're done. Maybe standing up, or just opening the arms back a bit. Maybe just looking up. I like to look up a little bit with the head just to kind of stretch out here. Don't go too far back to push in, but I like to add a little reach or a little look up just to, again, overcorrect being in this posture so much. So again, guys, I just want to throw it out there. Again, it's something that's going to come up probably because we're taking in so much information and content and workouts and things on our phones, on our devices. Even the laptop. Think of where your laptop's situated and how your hands are set up, and are you looking forward at the laptop? Laptops are tricky because they're supposed to be portable and convenient, but they're hard to get the proper setup for you. So that's why those posture breaks I talked about a couple of days ago, every 20 minutes or so, take that break, get up, stretch, move around, get out of that seated position. Again, like I said, it's with the phone, same idea. Blocking your time or chunk away some time to look, do what you need to do. If you can't be supported on a desk, or use the cell phone cradle, like I mentioned, again, then maybe especially then block off that time. Some other things to keep in mind with using your phone, thinking of the headphones. So again, maybe you're not sitting holding the phone or here. You have the headphones in, you can talk on the phone, have that conversation. I had a phone call earlier. I was on the phone for about an hour. The phone was on my desk the whole time. I had the headphones in, and I had to take some notes. So I did it that way. So I wasn't holding the phone and trying to do things like that. If you have a desk phone, a home phone, same idea. If you can, try not to cradle it and hold. If you have to take some notes, try to switch it every once in a while. But try your best to just hold the phone out as it is. If you have a speaker phone, maybe try to use that. I had a desk job a few years ago, and one of the things I tried to do was stand up whenever I got a phone call. At that position, I was lucky enough that my desk had a hutch on the side. I got a whiteboard, a little small one, put it on the cabinet door. When I got a call, I'd stand up because I got frequent calls. I would make any notes on the whiteboard hang up the phone and then transfer them to paper if there was messages or notes I needed to keep. But again, it built in that posture break because there were frequent calls coming in. So thinking of those strategies that work for you. The headphones, also a nice way to warm up your fingers because they always get tangled up. You guys know that. So you get a nice little warm up before you start typing and taking your notes by trying to get all these little knots out and things. So it's like a fine motor skill warm up. But also with most of these now, you can do dictation. You can voice command, voice prompt. You can send a text message with voice commands. So again, you're not here typing, you're up here talking. You can hold the phone here to see it. If you trust the system and have a good flow with it, you can even have the phone in your pocket and push the button, send the text message to whoever, send the email, dictate it through, and then have it sent. And again, you're not here doing all the work, you're upright. So this keeps pressure off the neck and also allows for a little bit of mobility. So maybe if you're out for a walk, a little tricky today because it went from 17 to like minus 14 or something later. It snowed earlier and it was like double digits positive earlier in Barrie. But maybe you can get out for a walk and send some text messages or make some notes. Add notes to what you need to do for upcoming tasks or projects. So use the dictation, use the Siri or the Hey Google or that sort of thing. Whatever your system has. Usually most phones now have some sort of dictation where you can speak and it'll make it into text for you. And for the most part, it's not bad. Maybe just give it a little review at the end to make sure the words are right and the spelling's okay. But it's better to have a couple minutes than to spend the whole time maybe creating an email or a text message or making notes on a to-do list. So another way you can kind of save that time. And I mentioned with the headphones, you can get out and do some walking. So a nice kind of posture break, and again, a way to get up. Obviously right now it's tough, but having walking meetings. I went to Vancouver a few years ago for some training, and I was blown away by the amount of communal meetings I saw. I would be walking into town kind of against the grain. So I'd be going downtown while people were leaving from work. And they would just be talking, yeah, so this account has this and blah, 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 blah. And then Bill got to his bus stop. He said, okay, let's pick this up in the morning. Yeah, sure thing, no problem. And they took off on their separate ways. So that kind of walking meeting, again, if you're on a Zoom call or a Skype right now or something, if you can, maybe just do with no video, go audio only, phone in your pocket, headphones in with the mic, and then you can move around the room a little bit, stretch as you need to, do whatever works for you. So just a few tips, guys. Again, trying to limit some of the imbalances and things that can come from this isolation the social distancing and isolation where maybe we're trying to stay up to date on things with as far as work and the news and things like that too. And we're not as prone to being active because we're not in our daily routines. We don't get up and go to work. We just get up and go to the office in a house or our workstation. So it's always trying to find those things that don't overdo something, especially on that negative side. Any of that 50 pounds, if you're doing a long work day and you're doing a lot of work from your phone, that's going to really add up and cause a lot of issues in that spine area. And the spine, remember, protects our nervous system that flows up and down there. So that's how messages get to our muscles and back to the brain and things processed. So we always want to really protect that, let alone for the postural benefits, but just to protecting the nerves and keeping things flowing and efficient there as well. So, and then just like we mentioned the other day, every 30 minutes or so, take breaks. If you're sitting a lot, if you have a stability ball or a physio ball, the big inflatable exercise balls, a lot of people use those at their desk. If you're sitting tall, you're actually getting some core work because as you shift across your desk to reach for things or move, the way the ball works, whatever you do to it, it does back to you. So as you shift, how you push into the ball changes, so how the ball pushes back to you changes. So now your core muscles, which are working tomorrow at 9 a.m., self-plug, they have to kind of tweak and adjust to that change. And then when you come back to your position, they have to tweak and adjust again. And that's what we like. We want the core area to be strong, but also very responsive. That's where a lot of our movement and things come from. So if you can use that as instead of the chair all the time, it keeps things engaged, keeps things active. so they don't get so stagnant and dormant. So a lot of people, again, will do that. Doing some office stretching, so like I showed earlier, reaching back, behind, opening up the chest, even sliding your chair back and scooch towards the end of it. I'll do some more of these guys with more detail, but just a little 1 foot out, little lean forward, lengthen some back of the one leg, and then coming up, extend the other leg forward. I'll shoot some of this stuff later, guys, with down in the gym, so you can kind of see the movements and what I'm doing. But just finding ways to stretch, even if you're in your chair. The chair has arms, so I'm taking both hands to one side, back of CNC here, and then I can just turn and look over that back shoulder, come back to center, switch, and go the opposite way. And if your desk chair does have arm rests, just be mindful again of your posture. A lot of people get into this shifting one side or to the other on those arms. So always trying to sit tall, use the desk, the keyboard to do your work, and just use the armrest kind of when you need to. So yeah, I think that's kind of it, guys. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to send them out. If there's topics or questions you have with regards to being at home, trying to avoid some of the desk postures and things that come with that, let me know. Like I said, I'll do a little video about some office stretching to send you guys in the next couple of days, so you'll have that as a resource to use. So feel free to comment in where you're checking in from. Thanks everyone for hopping on tonight. Again, 9 a.m. tomorrow, core exercise. So you just need a mat, yourself, bottle of water, and we'll do some core work. Some of the core is the abdominals, the lower back, the hips, and even up into the chest a little bit. So we'll kind of target all those areas tomorrow, get things fired up. So 9 a.m. Eastern time. You join me in the home gym for that. Same thing, workout tips, ideas you're looking for, different formats. Let me know, guys. I'm here for you to give the content and to help you get as best as you can during this time and make the most use of this isolation time that we're in. So anything I can do to sort of cater a little bit more to what you're looking for, that's what I like. That's what I want to do, is make sure that my clients and my friends and everything are getting what they need. So hit me up with any ideas, any questions. Enjoy your Friday night, guys. Try to unwind, relax a little bit. Maybe a little family time, some board games, something. Try to tune out for a bit, get away from some of the news and things. Give yourself that break. If you're not going to blow away, it's pretty gusty here in Barrie, but if you're not going to fly away, maybe get out for that walk if you can. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you all, because I'm going to check, tomorrow at 9 a.m. for our core workout. Enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Happy Friday.